Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.
Hi, this is David Fraschetti, the founder and producer of the VinDiego Wine and Food Festival here in San Diego, April 6th, down in the Broadway Pier Pavilion, overlooking beautiful San Diego Bay. I hope you can join us for this inaugural event. It's a true wine festival, and the best way to find out about it is go to www.vindiego.com or our partner, www.vinvillage.com. Hope to see you at VinDiego. Thank you.
Welcome to Wine and Dine Radio. I'm Lynn Creelo-Chamberlain.
Hi there, this is Andreas Larsson.
Hi, this is John Capon.
My name is Madhur Jaffrey.
Hi, my name is Heike Platter. I'm from the Alto Adige region, or Südtirol.
Hi, my name is Paul Dolan. I am absolutely passionate about growing organic and biodynamic fruit for our wines.
Hello, my name is Lorena Garcia.
Hello, my name is Fritz Maytag.
This is Joyce Bach. I'm the author of Foodie Fight.
Hi, this is Lydia Mandave, founder of 29 Cosmetics.
Cheers, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect.
Get ready for the first annual VinDiego Wine and Food Festival. VinDiego will be a true connoisseur's delight. VinDiego is about people coming together to celebrate a shared passion, great wine, and mouth-watering food. Come swirl and sip from over 300 of California's best wines and pair them with a dizzying variety of gourmet appetizers and other tasty treats. Come visit VinDiego, 4 to 8 p.m. Saturday, April 6th on the Broadway Pier in downtown San Diego. For exclusive ticket discounts and to enter the free tickets contest, go to vinvillage.com. And you know VinVillage is where wine lovers connect. Today on Wine and Dine, we have the pleasure of meeting the founder of VinDiego. His name is David Fraschetti. And we will have links up for you to learn more, vindiego.com, and of course at vinvillage.com for the ticket contest. David, thank you so very much for joining us today. And I want to ask you first off, as I noticed on the About Us page, that all of the proceeds from your silent auction will go to Freedom Station charity that is that helping severely wounded, medically discharged young Marines and sailors. Talk to us about that. Why was that dear to your heart? Why did you choose that as your charity?
Well, first off, Lynn, thanks so much for having me. And you're absolutely right. Freedom Station is our chosen charity. I have a real near and dear spot in my heart for our young veterans. Personally, I was never in the military. My kids were not service members. But I do have family members that have been in the military for a number of years. And in a former life, back when I was in dental equipment sales, I had the opportunity to install quite a bit of capital equipment in dental furniture in the Marine Corps bases up at Camp Pendleton, the dental clinics up there, as well as the 32nd Street Naval Clinics down in San Diego. One of our largest customers happened to be the VA clinic in La Jolla, the dental clinic. And every time I'd go into the VA clinic, it was hard not to pass right by the rehab section. And you'd see these young guys, and mainly guys and young women, struggling mightily with the injuries of war. And unfortunately, not to make a political statement, this isn't intended to be one, but for the last number of years, probably the last 12 years, many of these young warriors come back, and they're medically discharged, obviously, with some of their severe wounds from the military, and it takes somewhere between 9 to 12 months for their benefits to kick in from the government. And I just had to stop and think, what happens to these poor guys and gals in that period of time? Who takes care of them? And, typically the government had said, go live with mom and dad. Well, oftentimes they're in no place to do that. They need rehab. Monetarily, that may not even be an option. So Freedom Station, what they do is they help these young guys and gals transition from military life back to the tough, real-world, tough new challenges they face in the civilian world. And I got to tell you, it's an absolute godsend that I found this organization. A friend of mine knew I was searching for a true nonprofit, meaning that the money actually goes to the cause. And Lynn, as you know, with nonprofits nowadays, it's kind of hard to find one that is an actual nonprofit organization. And Freedom Station is just that. 100% of the proceeds that they bring in goes to their young warriors, as they like to put it, or their kids. No one takes a cent in compensation at Freedom Station. It is 100% volunteer.
Wow.
And a friend of mine called me, and he knew I was searching because it took 4.5 months to find a true nonprofit. I wanted to help young veterans, and my friend called and says, turn on this radio station. I happened to be driving in the car, and I turned it on, and it happened to be a sports talk radio station of all things in San Diego, and they were the gentleman was talking about Freedom Station. So I was riding, trying not to crash my vehicle, and I got home that night and pulled up their financials because I did that routinely with nonprofits to see where the money was actually going.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe my eyes that no one was taking a cent in compensation. So, long story short, I met with the board, told them what we had in mind, really wanted to partner with them, and they were absolutely thrilled, and we have a great relationship.
Mm. I love that story. I'm recording with you from the talk station in Morehead City, and North Carolina is a huge military supporting state, and we have Cherry Point Air Station right up the road, Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville. Then there are several other bases about an hour and a half inland. So it's a very sensitive issue in this area of the world as well. Okay, so talk to us about VinDiego Wine and Food Festival on Saturday, April 6th. I see that there are several. It's like a tiered event where people there is a trade hour, there is a VIP early entry, and there's general admission. And then when does the auction fit into that?
The auction will really kick in from the moment the VIP ticket holders walk in the gates. The trade hour starts from 3 to 4, and that's a 1-hour trade hour. And then the early bird entries get in from 4 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then the general admission gates open from 5 to 8 p.m. So the silent auction will begin as soon as the VIP members walk in the door.
Okay. And this is like a walkabout.
Yes, it is.
And can you throw out a couple examples of items that have been donated for the silent auction?
Well, part of the registration with the wineries is that we ask for a $100 donation from the wineries. And Lynn, okay. I have been blown away, and so have the people from Freedom Station, with the generosity of our winery partners. No one has donated just $100. We have 3-liter 3-liter bottles, several. We have flights of wine. We have flights of wine with a magnum, with a private tasting with the winemaker, and lunch. And some of these are valued at over $500. And I just can't say enough about the generosity of our partner wineries. It's just been amazing, absolutely amazing outpouring. And, quite frankly, I was asked by several wineries when I would go door to door knocking on wineries up and down California, because I thought it was important that they know who I am. They get to know me. They get to know what we're doing and how VinDiego is different from all the other events. And so many said, the organization, they said, can you tell me more? And I said, I'd tell them all about Freedom Station. Then they'd look at me and they'd say, well, let me ask you a question. Do you work as producer of VinDiego, or do you work for Freedom Station?
Yes.
I said, no, I am not an employee of Freedom Station. It's just that it's something so near and dear to my heart. So,
David, on the website, is there or will there be a list of all these items and the winery partners? And what occurs to me, and maybe I'm out in left field if it doesn't work for this first annual event, for the next event, that people listening are going to want to maybe put in a bid and have a proxy enter a bid for them on the silent auction, but they can't be there physically because they're in a different part of the country.
Yes, we will be we should have that up by the end of next week.
Okay.
Some of the I didn't want to post it on the internet quite yet on our website because we're still waiting for some of the auction items, and we've been calling and being pleasantly persistent, saying, please don't forget. And everyone, we have the list of what it is, but we want the physical items so we can take photos and we can put it on the website. So that should be up by the end of next week. Okay,
real quick, last question, and literally just like 30 seconds. Why did you found VinDiego Wine and Food Festival?
Well, Lynn, I'll try to be quick. My wife and I have attended 17 festivals in the last 2.5 years, and this process of putting this and organizing this has been a 2.5-year process. With a lot of the festivals we attended, we found that they turned out to be nothing more than drunk fests. And that's not my term. That's coming right from the wineries. And the wineries told us, they said, Dave, we'd love to attend, but if you could eliminate the beer and the spirits and make this a true wine event, we'd be happy to attend. And that's exactly what we've done at VinDiego. Listen, I love craft beer, especially here in San Diego, and I enjoy Scotch, but when I'm tasting fine wines, I don't mix any of that. And I think a lot of the festivals try to be everything to everyone.
Yes.
And as a result, a drunk fest occurs, and when you have inebriated attendees, it's tough to look at the wineries and say, I hope this was a great event for you, when most of the attendees don't even know what they're drinking.
Exactly. Okay, I'm going to throw out again that when you go to vinvillage.com, use promo code VinVillage to save $20 on general admission tickets. Okay, David, and I want to say Fraschetti, founder, producer of VinDiego Wine and Food Festival. Thank you so very much for your time today.
Thank you, Lynn.
We will have links up for you to learn more. Sounds like a wonderful event. You can participate from anywhere. You're listening to Wine and Dine. Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine, on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.